What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. Now, in this video, you might hear dogs barking, cats meowing, cat chasing dog, dog chasing cat. I may have to get up to rein in the situation here, but I apologize in advance. Oh, dog is walking around. Let's try to get this in fast before all the chaos happens here. So this is the lineup where we last left off in the first look on Tuesday. Got Josh Allen, Zeke, McCaffrey, Keenan Allen, Jarvis Landry, Adam Humphries, Ian Thomas, Jeff Wilson Jr., and the Buccaneers. This is a week to not go all in on. There are just so many players you can pick from that anyone can go off or have a dud kind of a game. Now, this only switch to this lineup I'm going to give you. Jarvis Landry, I just can't do Jarvis Landry. If you can trade it for Josh Gordon, I would, with Xavier Howard not playing. And they have a good rookie cornerback who guards the slot, so he'll be on Edelman. So their second cornerback is one of the worst in the league. So Josh Gordon, it might be Josh Gordon day. He might be better for GPPs, but I wouldn't have no problem playing for cash. And the floor is like 12 and the ceiling is like 30. Great play. If you can squeeze up to 6,000, I would. But with the recent news that Kelvin Benjamin is out, I would take a flyer on Zay Jones. I wouldn't be worried about that Jacksonville game. Don't know what happened there. But as it says, he's going to be the clear number one receiver. He is evolving into Josh Allen's favorite target. I know Josh Allen runs for a lot, but you think that Jets defense might let up a couple big plays with Zay Jones? I'm not saying he's going to score 2 touchdowns, but even if he gets like 10 points, actually what I'm saying is I think he's going to outscore Jarvis Landry here. So let's do that right there. Now, you can upgrade your quarterback. You can go to Mahomes. You can upgrade Humphries. You can go to Gordon from Humphries, although I think I'd rather have Humphries. You can go to tight end. I mean, you have so much room to upgrade your team from just that one move. And I'm going to keep it here. I know that I say, you can go, if Jeff Wilson Jr., I like him a lot, but he could put up 3 points. You don't know. But I don't really like the alternatives in this price range. Like Lamar Miller, like McCoy. He will probably go off this week. I put him in a GPP lineup last week, and I'm usually 1 week too early on some sleepers. So I put him last week, and I think he's going to go off, but hindsight, like my logic tells me Josh Allen's going to run a lot. They're going to run probably an RPO. I have yet to watch tape on them, so I don't know if they run an RPO yet, like I mentioned in the last video. But Josh Allen may get his 100 yards, and McCoy may just be sitting there with 50 again. Or do they run McCoy? I don't know. On my main lineup, I'm not going to have McCoy. I might do a GPP lineup and play McCoy once, just to have him in there, because you never know. Godwin, I think he's going to be owned like 80%, which is a good move too, I guess, but not for your flex. You want that running back. We're going to keep Jeff Wilson Jr. and just live or die with him, because he can catch a lot of passes. Now, I know that I said that defense does not matter, and it really doesn't. But we have extra money to spend. I don't want to upgrade quarterback. I like my players. If Mahomes is playing any other team but Baltimore, I would probably put him in. But even if Mahomes has a floor of 20, if he scores 20, yeah, that's good, but man, it'd be what a waste of money. So, even though we have Jeff Wilson Jr., I think Jeff Wilson Jr. can have a big game without scoring a touchdown. Even if he does score, if Jeff Wilson Jr. scores 3 touchdowns, the Broncos D could still score touchdowns, still get 6 sacks. Like, scoring on defenses isn't really important unless the defense gives up like 40 points and they don't get any sacks or interceptions. But I think the Broncos D is a safe 10 points. And I think that's the move right here. So this is my first lineup. I'm going to give you multiple lineups again today. My first lineup, Josh Allen, Zeke, McCaffrey, Keenan Allen, my favorite play, Zay Jones, Adam Humphries, Ian Thomas, Jeff Wilson Jr., and the Broncos. However, let's get rid of half of the team. Let's move this down. Sorry, I don't know how to get rid of that. It's free trial still. Let's move this up right here. Okay. I feel like a telestrator on ESPN. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to the Buccaneers. Let's say you want to take a different route than everyone else does. You want to, like last week, you want to pay up a tight end. Go Kelsey. Sorry. I like Zach Ertz. I know he scored 43 against Dallas last time. He's not going to do that again, but he might score 27, 20. Let's look at this. What can you do with this? You want to keep your core lineup. Okay, it was Zay Jones. Sorry, Zay Jones. So these are the top 3 players, I think, of this week. Well, if you want to do this. Now, I know I picked the Broncos defense last time. But what if Nick Mullins scores 20 points? What if he scores 15 points? I think we're in the day and age for cash only, that quarterbacks do not matter as much as you think they do. I don't think Mullins will put up 26. Unless he's going to look against the backup defense of the Broncos at the late part of the game. But he still could have a 22-point game like against Oakland. Denver's defense is really good and we'll get after him. But he can throw 70 yards to his running backs. He can throw 200 yards to his... He can throw 100 yards to his tight end. He can throw quick passes to negate that pass rush. Still have a great day. But I think their team implied total is 21 points. And how else are they going to do that? Is Jeff Wilson Jr. going to run 3 touchdowns in? He could. But I think Nick Mullins goes for 250 and 2 touchdowns, which is all you need. And plus, it's dirt cheap. Even if you got 10 points, like last week, Jared Goff, 6,400, in a dome against the Lions defense, he only puts up 11. And, we still threw in 171, 175 points. So quarterback, you spend cheap. You're going to have to hit on the other guys. And I think Mullins and Ertz might be a good combination. And look, I'm a big fan of cheap receivers this year. There's not a lot of high-priced receivers. They're like all these 5 guys. My bet is that they're not going to go off. I think people are going to go Michael Thomas, Brown, Devontae Adams. And if they all go for 35 and over... That would be like a first time the top 3 receivers do that. Like, I will probably have a GPP lineup with all 3 guys in there. Maybe Odell or Juju in there. I will do that. The chances that they'll all go off at the same time is not a good shot to take for cash. Okay, so cheap receivers for cash. And Curtis Samuel, he's done really well. He didn't get a touchdown last week. He's touchdown dependent. But he's slowly becoming one of Cam Newton's favorite target. Probably because Cam Newton has a bad shoulder and can't throw downfield too much. So throw like a 3-yard pass to Samuel, he'll go like 20, 25 easily with it. I think he's a safe cash pick at this moment. DJ Ward, I think he's playing. He won't be covering Curtis Samuel. He'll be on Devin Funchess or DJ Moore. Probably DJ Moore. So Curtis Samuel should have his regular production. Over 10, 12 points. Just lock him in. Don't be afraid to play him. This next pick might be more iffy. Like Antonio Callaway. Out of the receivers, who would Bradbury follow? Would he follow Jarvis Landry in the slot? Maybe. Heck, he might be on Callaway, but Callaway has breakaway speed, and receivers who have breakaway speed, they could do a double move and leave Bradbury in the dust. Bradbury is a top 5 corner, but he's susceptible to double moves and fast receivers. I think you could take a chance on him. But if you don't take a chance on Callaway, Mike Williams, I don't know. not for cash. Bruce Ellington. If he's playing, he'd be good for cash too. Galladay is going to draw Patrick Peterson. So Bruce Ellington might be wide open all game. He'd be a good pick. Let's go down. Inunwa. He's still iffy for cash. Gallup against Philly. That could be something. But I think Baker Mayfield finds Callaway deep a few times, and he's good for at least 3 for 50 for 8 points. 3,900. You want him not to get a shutout with 0, but he doesn't have to score 20 unless Zach Ertz doesn't do anything. So it's all hinging on Zach Ertz. And then you get 3,800. You could put in Jeff Wilson Jr., Samuels from the Steelers. His first name's eluding me right now. Justin Jackson. I wouldn't do Justin Jackson for cash because he hasn't had a lot of carries or touches yet. And we're not the coach. We don't know who's going to play the most. They don't know who's going to play the most. Whoever has a hot hand plays. If Eckler has a hot hand, he gets 7 yards per carry, 6 yards per carry like he's been doing. Justin Jackson might have to touch the field next week, so you don't know. So I prefer Jeff Wilson Jr. and just rolling with that. So this is my second lineup. Now, this could be just a GPP lineup because not too many people are going to go for Ertz. Everyone's going to spend up at running back, or they're going to go cheaper at running back and spend up at receiver. So I'm going to put this in a GPP and see if it works. I don't know if I'm going to put it for cash, but it's an option. Now, here's what we can do, though, for our second cash lineup. I feel like everyone's going to play a cheap running back as a third option. They might play 2 cheap running backs, but let's say they're going like how we're doing, 1 cheap running back for value. Now, why not pay up? At the beginning of the year, when we were paying up for Gurley, we paid up for 3 $7,000 running backs. We paid up for a running back. We didn't take any chances, and we always cashed. Why not pick Aaron Jones? People are going to be bitter about last week, even though he did 15 points, but he could have ran for 150 against the Cardinals, and he didn't. No one, and his price was kept $500. No one's going to play this guy. Not as their third running back. They might play him as their first running back in GPP, but for cash, no one's going to play him. And I know Deion Jones is back for the Falcons, but is he still in game shape? Is he going to make a difference on every single rush, every single catch? I don't think so. I think from the Seattle and Dolphins game, he's going to be in somewhere in the middle of that. And McCarthy's not going to be either on Sutton, obviously. So he might get more touches. Green Bay's in this to win. Aaron Rodgers has way too much pride. I think Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams are going to have huge games. And no one's going to go here. What separates a really good DFS player from an average one? The average player will never play Aaron Jones the next week or two until he has another good game. A really good DFS player will play him off of a bad game. And that's how you get your glory, guys. Playing really good players off of a bad game. Or playing sleepers a week after I play them, basically. Okay, so let's look at this. Nick Mullins, we're going to live and die by him. Okay. Keenan Allen, I really like, but you could go down to 4,000. Pick someone else. We're going to go back to Ian Thomas. Okay. I think you can go Ebron here, too. I mean, not in this line because of Aaron Jones. Oh, he's 5,700. Wow. You could go him, but we don't like to pay it for tight ends. So, Ian Thomas. Let's hope he doesn't get shut out here. This is not another good lineup here. You could go, if you don't want Callaway, you put Zay Jones back in the lineup. Let's say you want Humphreys. Humphreys may be tough to get to. I don't think you can get to Humphreys on this one unless you change out Keenan Allen. But this might be my other cash game lineup. I might put like $50 on this one and enter into GPP as well. And with Nick Mullins, Zeke, McCaffrey, Keenan Allen, Curtis Samuel, Zay Jones, Ian Thomas, Aaron Jones. Let's say Zeke, McCaffrey, and Aaron Jones go for 30 plus. That's 90 points. You need 60 more out of 6 players. You need to average about 10 apiece from them. So it's easier. And you have Keenan Allen, who may hit 30 as well. So you get 120 out of 4 players. That's easy to hit cash from. It's easier to rely. So this season, playing Draftkings, it's easier to rely on 3 or 4 players to hit 20 to 30 points that are expensive than to trust 7 or 8 players to hit 17 points each. This is the way it is. You think cash, you want to go everyone consistent and play everyone the same price. Well, not, but no, you need your stars and scrubs this year for cash. And you need to hit at least 150. So my advice is to, when you do your cash lineups, try to project how many points they're going to score. At least how many points they're going to score. For GPP, you're going to project what's the highest total he can get. And try to get like 230 at least, which is harder to do. But I think this is going to be my second cash lineup. Please leave a comment. Let me know who you're going to play. If you like any of my picks, or if you have another player I never even talked about, I'm always open to hearing other people's ideas. All right, guys, let's win this money together. They'll do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking the video. Good luck to everyone. Let's hit some money tomorrow. Let's hit a lot of money tomorrow. And I should be back on Monday and Tuesday with Week 15's first impressions. Thanks, guys.